This is vlog 374. If you're new to this vlog, this is Fireball Malibu vlog. I cover all things cars, driving every kind of car I can get my hands on, from classics to exotics to normal everyday cars, which I have currently at the moment. I've been vlogging for basically 374 consecutive days, almost every day, give or take, the last week or so when my computer finally exploded because I've been vlogging way too much. We now have set our sights on doing 500 vlogs. It's not going to be that long before we get there. We cover tons of car shows and we have tons of really cool people on the show. All kinds of neat stuff just prepared for you guys. If you're into cars, if you love car culture or anything having to do with four wheels, then you're in the right place. Alright, the good news is already starting. Rode the bike, up at the gym. Feels good, feeling pumped. The sun is starting to come out, which is a clear indication that this is going to be an awesome day. And I was about to head to the store to pick up some things for Kathy, but I just got a call that the Buick Regal that is coming in for today just arrived at the pad. So I'm going to race back there. I'm going to swap cars from this Malibu into that Regal and then go shopping. This is Corey from Page One. He brought me another cool car. We have this one over here, which is the Malibu Hybrid in silver. And now we got the Buick, the Regal? The Regal. The Buick Regal, also in silver. It's a very similar car, which is nice because we're swapping from this to that. We're gonna see what the difference is. How was the drive up for you?
It was great, good, smooth.
Yeah. What kind of car do you normally drive?
I have a Honda Accord.
Ah, the #1 selling car on the planet.
Yes.
You know that they have sold so many Honda Accords, they sell one every 2 minutes.
That's what I heard, yeah.
Yeah, for 40 years.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
good
insane.
cars.
And so is the Regal, so is the Buick.
Yes.
I mean, so is the Chevy. What's the best thing you like about this car?
Drives smooth.
Yeah.
Good drive, yeah.
It's a cruiser. Is it a Vegas car?
Vegas car, yes.
All right,
for sure.
Awesome. Okay, good to know. Thanks, Corey.
All right, thank you.
Okay.
All right.
Now, significant difference between the Malibu Hybrid. This is more of a sports sedan. But as far as branding goes, Buick is making a significant increase in the quality, production, the design, and everything else of their cars. I'm liking this car a lot. Look who's here. Back from Maui.
Back from Maui.
How was it?
Awesome.
Yeah.
And I just burned.
Really?
Yeah.
As long as you don't burn the first day.
Exactly.
I've done that. That sucks.
You know what actually happened this time is Lisa was so good with the sunscreen, and then I go back to San Francisco, jog, and get burnt in San Francisco.
That's a whole level of lame. It's really bad. All right, you're working with Kathy. What are you working on?
Peanut.
a peanut.
Mhm.
Let's go see.
No.
You got sunburn in San Francisco after being in Hawaii. You're lame, dude.
Oh, no way.
Because this was so good with the sunscreen, and then
You wouldn't recognize this, but this is actually a peanut.
Yep, there it is.
All right, so what are you doing?
Cutting out these little patterns, then we put them all together, and it kind of makes that peanut shape.
Nice. What are you doing, Kathy? Kathy? Kathy?
I'm hiding behind the popcorn. Oh. There we go.
What are you working on? Other than lots of shoes.
Look at this cool tool that Sean showed me.
It's something every wife wants.
I know. Christmas. I wrote down what it's called, where to get it.
Obviously some very weird things going on out in that shop. Peanut, popcorn, food products. Come here. Oh. Say hi to these guys. Okay, never mind. Got a meeting in about a half an hour with the city of Malibu. They want some cool cars at the Malibu Arts Festival, which is coming up towards the end of this month. They think I can bring some? I can. We'll see what the meeting is about, see what they have in mind. I'll take you guys. Really good meeting with the city. Got some stuff. We're going to be doing hopefully some cool car stuff at the Malibu Arts Festival, which is towards the end of the month. They want to be able to put a few cars together for that event. I'm going to talk to the Automobile Driving Museum about doing that. And if we can put all that stuff together, it's going to be a freaking awesome event. First off, let me apologize. Yesterday's vlog, I had some sound issues and the music was a little too high and some people complained about not being able to hear what I said. So I'm going to say it all again. No, I'm just kidding. Just go back and watch that and just kind of try to sift out the music part and listen to the other stuff. It's good stuff, it's important, but we got to move on. We're blogging on a daily basis and there's really no time to go back and change things. So I do my best to make sure that it's good, and for the most part it is, I think. I hope so. Pretty sure. We have a lot of cool stuff going on and I want to bring up a few things. We're going to talk about the Buick shortly, the Regal GS that I'm driving. But before we get to that, I want to mention this. See that? That is the name of a friend on Instagram. He's now a friend because he did an amazing thing for me yesterday. He told everybody in his camp, he has about 28,000 followers on Instagram, he told all those people to follow me. So what I'm doing is telling all you guys, all you car people, to follow this guy on Instagram. I'm assuming it's a guy. I'm not really sure. Could be a girl. Now, regardless, it doesn't really matter. What matters is that you follow Humbler GTO. He's got great stuff. Make sure that you spell it right. All right, a nice, big, fat update regarding Wheels and Waves. It's coming up on the 17th, my car show that's happening at Gladstone's. Lots of really bitchin' stuff happening. Ken, as you know, is working on bringing the Huntington Beach Car Club, HP Car Club. If I'm saying it wrong, I apologize, guys. But we are so excited to have you guys joining us up at Wheels and Waves, and then you're gonna head down to the Automobile Driving Museum afterward. But the update is that we're gonna be joined by these guys, Apollo. Now, what's cool about Apollo is the coffee truck. It's an amazing coffee truck run by this guy, Paul, and his wife, and the coffee is Groundworks coffee. It's amazing. So from now on, at Wheels and Waves, you're going to have the best coffee from these guys. So make sure you check them out. Okay, let's get on to the Buick, which I'm pretty stoked about. The 2016 Buick Regal GS all-wheel drive. This is vastly different from the Malibu I was driving. This car is a lot more fun to drive because it's a sports sedan. It's comparable to BMWs and Mercedes and really fast and tight gripping sedans. It doesn't get 47 miles per gallon, it gets about 30 miles per gallon. And that's still pretty good for a sports sedan. It's 259 horsepower, 295 foot-pounds. So it scoots pretty well. It's really fun to drive. It's super tight. It's just like, I'm really starting to be surprised at what Buick is doing. Their design language is starting to actually have an identity. If you look at the front of that car, it's got some neat design elements that are solely Buick. Now, the Malibu was about $30,000, and it's a hybrid, and it's a really good fuel-efficient car, but it's not necessarily a driver's car. This is a driver's car, which is why it's about $41,000, a little bit more, but you get a lot of really great stuff with it. It's got great sports seats, ergonomics are fun, and just driving it in the last few hours, you get in that thing and you're like, wow, this is actually enjoyable. I'm really enjoying this. As you know, what you give into the world comes back to you. That's what I was trying to say yesterday. So it's very important that I get excited and that I'm stoked about what's going to happen this week because it's all good, man. It's all good. I'm just super excited. And how can I not be excited? Because Sean just got back from Hawaii. He didn't end up in the ocean. He actually flew back and they landed and everything was good, Whew. All right, so life goes on and we got a cool car show coming. We got all kinds of cool cars to be able to show you guys. Can't stop here, gotta move on. This is vlog 374. This is vlog 374. You are my people and the world is full of cars, baby. We'll see you next time.